Hi, I'm Megan Corey. I am a graduating senior. I'm a studio art major and I am originally from Woodstock, Connecticut. So during this process of my capstone, this body of work is called Seeking Sobriety, and it is an investigation of my mother's addiction through my personal experience. Through this process, I reconstructed and revisited her journals, entries from my childhood, and I recreated a new one consisting of her own messages and quotes, her perspectives from my point of view. These journals are from 1998 to 2005, and it just shows how her addiction affected her marriage, children, and well-being. I did this process by using graphite paper to transcribe all of her quotes onto the new one, and then I followed that by using Micron pens. Each entry has a specific element to it. Some have fortune cookies, personal letters, kept possessions that I kept from what she gave me. When I first got to Coastal, I actually was a psychology major, and then I realized that that's not what I wanted to do in life, so I decided to switch my major to art second semester of freshman year. My expectations before were how much it was going to be and like what classes I needed to take. I learned a lot about being an art major. I learned specific skills like metalsmithing, better skills in ceramics. I learned like proportions with faces and portraits, and that helped me a lot as an artist today. And I think I've grown as an artist, very much so, just because I have a new perspective of things. And from this class specifically for my capstone, I actually learned how to talk like an artist because I struggled with trying to say things that make sense with art and why I'm doing this and for what reason. So that is a huge thing that I learned through this, my foundation class for my senior capstone. Any advice that I would give to freshmen? I would say make sure that you take your prereq classes in the beginning of your college career, like science and math and language. I waited to do those, and it hurt me in the end just because I could have done more art classes to increase my skills with specific mediums and stuff. So I would just say make sure you take those classes and also utilize studio time because you think you're going to get it all done at home, but in reality it's a much better environment to do it in the studio itself. So that's the advice I give to incoming freshmen. The pandemic altered my practice just because I was taking a ceramics class and I couldn't glaze or fire some of my pieces that I made, and it was disappointing just because we weren't allowed to be on campus, and it's difficult to do ceramics online because you're not practicing, you're just learning about like the history of the wheel and stuff like that. So that was a bummer. Other than that, the pandemic hasn't really altered my practice. And I believe that my time at Coastal has prepared me for the professional world because now I know how to talk professionally to other adults. I grew up at Coastal. For myself, I'm more of a strong, independent woman. And it's taught me time maintenance. It's taught me not to procrastinate, and it has taught me to achieve my goals and do what I believe is best for myself. And I am very excited to graduate.